Actually, just kidding, that's for me right now. I didn't cut my head off, sweet. So, the question is, why do I have all of this junk food and a caffeinated beverage? I have good reasons for all of these things, my friends. Before we start about this, I need to get like my most important tool for today. Hang on. My air fryer. This is my Cosori air fryer, and as a YouTuber, there are air fryer companies that send me free air fryers all of the time. I've probably gotten at least 8. The Cosori is my favorite out of all of them, except for one that I gave to someone. That one was pretty good too. But the Cosori is my favorite one. Super easy to clean. You can throw the pieces in your dishwasher. Cooks really well, cooks really evenly. I'm a fan. And listen, all of my kids are in school all day now, which means the house is quiet for the first time in 6 months. Dave's back at the office, and I thought, what a great time to go get all of this junk food. No, seriously. Especially because my good friend Jen Chapin is also doing all of the junk food. Her and I are doing this video together today. So as soon as you finish watching my air fryer desserts video, head on over to hers and check out 3 of her favorites as well. Now, I know you're worried, okay, that I spent all this money on all of these specialty items that I never buy, like mini baking M&Ms. When have you ever seen me buy these? Never. Whipped cream in a can? Never. Pillsbury. What? Pillsbury. Why does that sound weird? Pillsbury croissant rolls. When have you seen me buy this? Never. The second I got home from the grocery store, you know I pulled out my phone and started scanning things with my cashback apps. 2 favorites at the moment, Ibotta, which I did get a few things because they had like milk and strawberries and like a scan any receipt thing. And they had this, there was a $1 coupon on here and a $1 Ibotta. So I got $2 off of this huge box of tricks. And then of course, scanning my receipt with Fetch Rewards, which is probably my favorite at the moment because you don't have to buy certain things, you just scan any receipt at all, and then they give you points. And they give me a 700 point bonus just for scanning a receipt, in addition to the points I got for all of this stuff. I like Fetch because I can redeem for gift cards, for Amazon, and then buy things on Amazon for myself. It's a win-win-win. I do have referral codes for both of these if you guys are interested in signing up, and if you haven't done it yet. I think the Fetch Rewards code gives you 2,000 points, and then the Ibotta gives you $5 or $10. I can't remember because they keep changing it, so I'm not really sure. Let's make some deep fried Oreos in my air fryer. What do you say? We're gonna start with the easiest air fryer recipe you can do, and that's fried Oreos, which is a fair favorite if you're big into fairs. In Texas, it was a big deal. You only need 2 ingredients, Crescent rolls and Oreos. Number 1, I didn't wanna mess with the recipe, so I did get Pillsbury. Sounds so weird. But just to see, I also got the Walmart brand to see if there's a taste difference. I do it for you guys. I went double stuff because if you're gonna go Oreos, why wouldn't you? And for posterity's sake, I decided to try mint Oreos as well because why wouldn't you do that? By the way, do you know how expensive these are? I like never buy Oreos, so it's a little eye-opening. This is gonna be the easiest thing you're ever gonna see. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna get maybe a cutting board or something here. First step, pop open your rolls. This is the butter flake flavor. You guys do this where you're like, please don't pop in my face. I really hope it doesn't because my favorite thing to do is this. I've loved that since I was a kid. We're just gonna roll this puppy out and it should give you 8 sections. So I'm gonna get, ooh, pizza cutter is like the perfect tool. I'll use this little guy. So I'm kind of ignoring their like triangle bits. Looks like that. It's like white on white. Can you see that? So we'll do 4 double stuff and 4 regular. Plop it in the middle. And if Oreos are your thing, make sure you eat one. Oreos are not my thing, at least not the plain ones. Now the mint ones, I can get behind. The mint and the peanut butter, the thin, the like Oreo mini Oreo thins, mint, woo, those are good. You just have them on this square like this. And so you bring the corners in like so. Make sure you've covered all the bits. So you see how it's pulling on the one side, so I'm just gonna smush it together. So when you're done with that, so it looks like a little package like this, it's just gonna go in the air fryer and that's it. Easy peasy, nice and squeezy. This is 5 minutes at 320 degrees in the air fryer. This is the Pillsbury brand. Ooh, They feel very, very nice. I bet they could go in for like another 1 to 2 minutes, and then you can sprinkle them with powdered sugar if you want, but you don't have to. I can only fit about 8 of these because you want a single layer in your air fryer. And I noticed that the Great Value brand are much floofier, and the Pillsbury ones are less floofy. We're gonna take it down to 320 degrees for right at about 6 minutes. Oh my gosh, what the heck? It's me. It hates me. Here are my air fried Oreos, and I haven't had lunch yet, but a caffeinated drink and sugar, I mean, I've thought it through. This is the plain Oreo. That is so good. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is it so good? Oh my gosh, if you guys like the fair food with the deep fried Oreos, I don't even like plain Oreos. That is so good. Okay, I don't know which one's the mint one. Is it this one? No, dang it. I'm gonna break all of them. Oh no. There we go. This is a mint one. Holy crap. These are so good. I bet you could do this with any flavor and it would totally be good. So I think I'm gonna have to go. I think I need to be alone with this for a minute. It's a private moment. Our next air fryer dessert is going to be strawberry shortcake. I have about 1.5 pounds of strawberries that I've rinsed and cleaned and sliced up right here. And all I'm gonna do is add a couple spoonfuls of sugar, and you wanna let it sit for at least 15 minutes. The longer the better. If you want to make this like saucy juice, you could probably use a sugar alternative, but I find it never tastes as good as real sugar does. They're kind of coated like this and they look a little grainy, but just give them some time. They will start breaking down and make a really delicious sauce. So while that goes, I will mix up my shortcake dough and we're gonna bake it in the air fryer and top it with whipped cream. I'm so excited. I'm only using this very small glass pan because it fits inside my air fryer to put my shortcake in, which is basically like a big biscuit with a little bit of sugar in it. So in my mixing bowl, all I have is 1 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon, and a little bit, like a heaping tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon each of baking soda and salt. So that is all that is in here. I'm going to be adding 3 tablespoons of cold butter. You can grate it if you want. I'm gonna use my pastry blender and mush all that together until it resembles coarse crumbs. And while I do this, let me tell you what I was doing when I was cutting up all my strawberries. You guys saw my recent back to school video. You know that I got a free month of Audible. This video is not sponsored, but if you want a free month of Audible, I've got a link down below. And I've been listening to The Court of Thorn and Roses. Is that what it's called? By Sarah Maas. And so I'm in like chapter 16 right now. So I'm just listening to it while I like chop stuff and mix stuff, do the dishes and that kind of thing. And I do listen to it faster. I listen to it at 1.5 speed, so I'm getting through it a little bit quicker than maybe some others. Is that just me? Even when I watch YouTube, I put almost everyone on 1.5 speed, even myself. When I watch my own videos back and add cards and put the timestamps in and stuff, I watch myself at 1.75. When I go back to like a regular video and it's normal speed, I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I talking so slow? So let's talk about the book. For those that have read this book or this series, I'm very early on. Clearly, she's gonna fall in love with one of the fairies. Oh, by the way, there might be spoilers, but I'm only on chapter 16, okay? Truthfully, I think I'm gonna get in here with my fingers. I don't usually deal in quantities this small. And I get asked sometimes why I use gloves, and it's because I have already washed my hands 5 times in the process of making this stuff, and they're already feeling dry. Okay, so back to the book. Clearly, is it Feyre? Feyre is going to fall in love with one of Fae people in the castle. Is it going to be just one, or is there gonna be a love triangle via Stephenie Meyer's style? Is what I wanna know. Or is it only Tamlin that she falls in love with? Or is it both of them? There's probably gonna be some kind of war. I see that coming. I've been enjoying it. It's diverting, let's say that. I will say, okay, so you guys wanted me to talk about books, and while I'm kind of mushing this is working better with my fingers. I feel like your hands are like some of the best tools in the kitchen, truthfully. Let's talk about other books that I've really enjoyed. Many years ago, when I lived in North Carolina, so like 8 years ago, I saw this book at the library and I checked it out. I only read the first book because there was only one book. Now there are 3 books, and I've been trying to get them from my library, and I'm like number 25 to check it out of the library. It's been on hold for a long time, but it's called A Cast of Stones. I loved it. I loved it. If you're looking for like just an easy to read young adult fiction book, I like those books because there's not too much thought that goes into it. Sometimes I just need something that's light and easy that I don't have to think too hard about. If I want to think hard about something, I'll get a different book. But right now, I don't want to think too hard about it. So I need something that's just light and easy and entertaining. And then, what else did I read lately? Is it Christopher Pike wrote a young adult book called Red Queen, I think. There's two or three of them. Those were really, really fun. So if you haven't checked those out, those are really fun. Super, super crumbly. Can you guys see that with the ring light on? With the lighting I have in my kitchen, I have to use a light. Otherwise, everything just looks so dark. Now I add my buttermilk. Got half a cup of buttermilk that we're gonna stir in. And I do need to spray my little pan so it doesn't stick to that. I've got a quarter cup, so we'll do that one twice. The recipe says the batter will be sticky. So just be prepared, it will be sticky. I haven't used buttermilk in a long time. It smells tangy. Just got a phone call. Dave's car key broke. I don't know if you guys knew this. I talked about this in a really old video, but I have a lot of new people. If your car key breaks, but the key works, but the outside breaks, instead of going to the dealer and getting another like Toyota made car, you can just take it into your local like lock and key security kind of store, you know, like a key making store or a lock store, and they just sell the housing. So they can switch out your key into a new housing for like $20 to $30 versus $200 that you would pay at Honda or Toyota. Money saving tidbit for you there, as long as your key is still working. Okay, shortcake, plop, and into the air fryer it goes. Haha, cute, right? See, that like fits just like that. 15 minutes at 300 degrees for your little shortcake. This is after 15 minutes. It's nice and floofy. I'd say it maybe serves 2 to 4 people depending on how hungry you guys are. I'm gonna use one of my large serving bowls. I typically use these for salad or pasta. I just feel like they work really nicely. I gotta figure out how to get this thing out without burning my hands, because I'm gonna burn my hands. Oh, okay. Yeah, and if you sprayed it well enough, it should just pop right out. No problem. See, like easy peasy, no sweat. I think I'm just gonna cut it this way so it's easier to break pieces off of, kind of. And so the strawberry sauce kind of goes into these crevices a little bit. Here's my strawberries now. You see they've made this really yummy sauce. This is the best. Dump that on like this with some of the sauce. And look how much I have left. You can make your own, but why would you when you can buy it in a can? Oh my gosh. Have you even lived as a kid if your parents didn't do this? Oh, it's blowing out, I see it. If it needs anything, it's more strawberries and more whipped cream. I have a problem. Is it weird that I'm sitting on the counter, laying on the counter? All this taste test business, I'm like really full. My stomach hurts. And I haven't even made the last dessert yet. Oh my gosh, by the way, do you wanna know what behind the camera looks like when you make videos? Boom. Yeah, my nice like background shot, that's strategery. Right there. My stomach hurts so much. How am I supposed to make a pizookie? I think I'm gonna take a break. I think Ryan and I are gonna go read a book, and then I'm gonna come back in like an hour and make the pizookie. Because how else am I supposed to taste test it? Also, if you've never laid on your kitchen counter like this, you should totally give it a whirl because it's super fun. Okay, see you in an hour. It's pizookie time. In this bowl, I have 1/2 cup of softened butter, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and I'm going to mix this vigorously. 1 egg and as much vanilla as you deem necessary. The recipe calls for a teaspoon, but I say that's child's play. Mix again. Flour, salt, and baking soda. Don't worry, the recipe will be down below. Mix one more time. 1/2 cup each of mini chocolate chips and mini M&Ms. Stir it together with this spatula. And instead of using the same container I used for the strawberry shortcake, right, size-wise, there you go. It looked a little small for that amount of dough. I grabbed my smallest springform pan instead, and it does fit with a little nudge on that spring, that screw right there. Huh? Look at that, totally fits. But I can't get it out. Okay, there we go, okay. And when it's done, I can just pop the outside piece off as well. Let's stir this and dump it in there, and then we'll dump that in that.
Put that in a box, and then I'll put that box inside of another box.
I am weirdly excited about this. If you didn't know, cookies is like one of my favorite things on the planet. 350, 10 minutes. So we're gonna change our time. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. It just beeped. I'm like excited and nervous all at the same time. Yes! I'm gonna burn my hand. I am ready. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's, you know how cookies like get a little mushy? Okay, it does need to sit for a while and I don't want to. I want to eat it now. Plate. It's a little doughy, but I know when they serve these at restaurants, they're like kind of doughy, right? And really hot. Ah. Okay, there we go. Dude, I don't even need to clean that. Woohoo! I should probably let it sit for at least 5 minutes. It smells awesome. I bet you could use any cookie recipe, but maybe cut it in half because the traditional cookie recipe will be too much dough or too much batter for something like this. Just like any cookie, it will continue to cook for like 5-10 minutes after you pull it out. If you have more patience than me, you'll wait a little bit longer before you do that. But I do what I want. Oh, it's pretty doughy in the center. Can you see like how doughy that is? So maybe I had too much batter anyway. I don't know how else you would do that unless you cut it in half and only did half the batter, that way it's thinner. This is kind of an experiment, my friends. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna top this with ice cream and I'm gonna call my boys in here and they're gonna eat it. They're working on bikes outside, so they'll be pretty excited about this.
Whoa, that looks like a giant chocolate chip cookie.
I know.
Except with M&Ms.
I know. So I have made by Xylus. This ice cream scooper. It has antifreeze inside of it. I think they work pretty good. Look at that scoop. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Stop focusing on my face. Oh yeah, look at that. So there it is, and I'm gonna add something else. Whipped cream. Why not is the real question. I'm gonna take just a little bite before they come in here, before they like attack this. Here we go.
Oh. How does it
That's
taste?
pretty tasty.
Pretty tasty.
I'll just have one more taste. The perfect balance between buttery and salty and sweet, because the cookie's a touch salty, which I like a lot.
That looks really good. Oh my god.
I gotta go get the other boy. Andrew, you didn't get any ice cream.
I tried. Oh, now that's a bite.
Mm-hmm.
We got all cookie into ice cream.
Something like that.
Is that a cookie?
It's a pizookie. Pizza and a cookie combined.
I gotta stop.
No, you gotta finish it.
Yeah,
look, there's ice cream all over it. It needs to be gone.
It's
very
rich?
very sugary.
Yeah.
Well, that was so much sugar, my stomach still hurts a little bit. It's definitely not something I would recommend to do all of these in one day and then eat them all day and not eat any real food. But if you guys are interested in checking out 3 other air fryer desserts that are totally different than the ones that I made, be sure to go check out Jen's channel. I will leave her video links down below for you. And if you're coming over here from her channel, hello, welcome. Maybe subscribe if you like what you see. And if you go to Jen's channel from here, tell her I sent you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's Sugar Fest and Junk Food Spectacular. And now I'm going to go lay down in a sugar coma. Of course, I will see you in tomorrow's video.